From childhood, we are handed a simple equation. Put your head down, work grueling hours, and financial freedom will eventually follow. We see people pushing their bodies to the absolute limit every day, lifting steel and pouring concrete high above our cities. We see nurses running from patient to patient, working 12-hour shifts until their feet ache. Yet these vital, exhausting roles rarely translate to billionaire status or true economic independence. To cross the gap between trading your time for a paycheck and owning a self-sustaining wealth machine, you need a different set of tools. This video is a 5-step blueprint to build exactly that. Before we start step 1, take out your smartphone and open your banking app. You are going to need it in a few minutes. Breaking the habit of glorifying physical exhaustion is the mandatory first step. If you believe your suffering is proof of your value, you will stay trapped in a cycle of endless labor. To build real wealth, you must stop fighting with your bare hands and learn to use levers. Step 1 is sharpening your axe. Before taking massive entrepreneurial risks, you need to master a high-income skill. A high-income skill is a specialized ability with a 90% or higher employment rate that can reliably generate thousands of dollars a month. A classic example is software development. Writing code allows one person to build digital architecture that scales globally. Another option is media production and video editing. A highly skilled editor can package a single piece of content to reach millions of viewers. Instead of jumping into a high-risk side hustle that drains your time, dedicate the next 6 months strictly to mastering one of these skills. By raising your personal earning power first, you generate the consistent surplus cash needed to fuel the investments we are about to make in the next steps. Step 2 is finding your lever. Leverage is the mechanical advantage that detaches your financial output from the literal hours you work. Relying entirely on your own physical effort is like pushing a massive boulder up a steep hill. The moment you stop pushing, your progress stops. Now add a simple mechanism. The same human effort, applied through a pulley system, effortlessly hoists a heavy load into the air. In the modern economy, you have 4 main levers: writing code, publishing media, deploying capital, and organizing people. Look at your daily tasks and ask yourself a simple question. Does this work continue to produce value for me while I sleep? When you start building code or media that works around the clock, you step out of the role of a replaceable laborer and become the owner of a scalable system. Step 3 requires that banking app you opened earlier. Right now, set up a recurring automatic transfer of exactly $5 a day from your checking account into an investment account. If you rely on willpower to save whatever is left at the end of the month, you will likely spend it all. Automating this daily habit removes decision-making entirely, capturing the money before you can buy a flat-screen TV or another round of drinks. On the left, a daily coffee. On the right, $5 consistently invested over 40 years, growing past $1 million. To reach that peak, we use low-cost exchange-traded funds. An ETF bundles hundreds of stocks together, instantly diversifying your risk. Direct your $5 daily transfers into a broad market index fund that tracks the S&P 500. This specific fund holds the 500 largest companies in the United States, meaning you are betting on the overall growth of the economy. You must avoid the temptation to manually pick individual stocks or start day trading. Between 80 and 95% of active day traders lose their capital trying to beat the market. Spreading your risk across the entire market and holding it for decades is the mathematically proven path to security. Boring, automated consistency will always outperform emotional market timing. Step 5 is building your kitchen cabinet. This is an informal advisory board made up of a few people who are slightly ahead of you in their professional lives. Scan your industry or local network and identify 3 or 4 individuals whose career trajectory and judgment you actually want to emulate. Do not approach a highly successful stranger and explicitly ask them to be your mentor. It is an intimidating, high-pressure request that usually results in a polite rejection. Instead, send a short email establishing a personal connection and ask for a highly specific favor. Write, "I respect your work. I'm facing a specific career decision, and I would love to get your advice on a brief 10-minute Zoom call." By asking for small pieces of advice over time, you build genuine allies. Expanding your circle of influence in this way grants you access to unlisted job openings, partnerships, and insights that will accelerate your newly mastered skills. Let's look at the engine you just built. You have a high-income skill generating surplus cash, systematic leverage amplifying your output, daily automated savings, compounding ETFs growing your capital, and a reliable advisory network guiding your decisions. A massive mistake is believing you need $10,000 in the bank before you are allowed to act like an investor. The most powerful asset in your portfolio is time. Giving the roots of compounding an extra 5 or 10 years to grow will dwarf the impact of starting late with a larger sum of money. So pause this video right now. Look at your banking app and finalize that $5 recurring transfer if you haven't already. Being wealthy is not defined by having $1 million in your checking account today. True financial security is established the exact moment you activate the mathematical certainty of compounding interest.